The 24-hour rule curbing impulse spending like a pro. Let's play out a familiar scenario. You're scrolling online, you see an ad. A perfect pair of shoes or the latest gadget. Or that one kitchen tool you sure you need. You click add to cart and before you know it, your wallet's lighter. That's impulse spending. It feels harmless in the moment. A little reward, you tell yourself. Greater than I deserve it. It's just one thing, I'll figure it out later. But when you add up those little splurges over weeks, months and years, the damage is massive. Impulse spending is one of the biggest wealth killers. But don't worry, you're about to learn one of the simplest, most powerful hacks to stop it cold, greater than the 24-hour rule. This single habit has helped thousands of people, from regular folks to millionaires, control their spending, build wealth faster, and eliminate buyer's remorse. Let's break it down, the psychology behind impulse spending. First, let's understand why we impulse spend. In instant gratification, our brains crave the immediate hit of dopamine from buying. FOMO, fear of missing out, limited time offers make us feel pressured. Marketing manipulation. Companies spend billions to make you want things you don't need. Emotional spending, boredom, stress, sadness, or even happiness trigger purchases. Convenience, with one click, you can buy anything, anytime, anywhere. The result, we spend money on things we don't truly need or even want, and often regret later. Real-life example. Meet Sarah. Sarah earned decent money but constantly struggled to save. Weekly Amazon orders, daily coffee shop runs, flash sale emails, in-app purchases. She never felt like she was overspending, but her bank account told a different story. Once Sarah started using the 24-hour rule, everything changed. Impulse purchases dropped by 80%. She saved an extra $500 a month. BS remorse disappeared. She finally started building real savings. What is the 24-hour rule? Here's the rule in one sentence. Greater than for any non-essential purchase. Wait 24 hours before buying. That's it, no exceptions. If you see something you want, add it to your wish list, set a reminder. Sleep on it after 24 hours. You can revisit the item with a clear mind. Often you'll realize you don't really need it. The excitement has faded, you've avoided unnecessary spending. Why 24 hours works so powerfully? 1. It interrupts emotional spending. By creating space between impulse and action, you allow emotions to settle. 2. It engages your logical brain. You have time to evaluate if the purchase aligns with your goals. 3. It exposes marketing tricks. You recognize that limited time offers often aren't really limited. 4. It gives you power. You're no longer controlled by urges. You're making conscious choices. The math behind the madness. Let's run some numbers. Average impulse purchases $100 a week.
That's 5,200 Urif. The 24-hour rule cuts your impulse spending by 80%. You save $4,160 annually. Now invest that money. At 8% average return over 10 years, that $4,160 a year becomes over $62,000. All from simply pausing for 24 hours before you buy. How to implement the 24-hour rule? Let's get practical. Step 1. Set your threshold. Decide what qualifies as a non-essential purchase. For many, it's anything over $20.50. For others, it's any purchase outside normal bills and groceries. The key is, if it's not urgent or necessary, it waits 24 hours. Step 2. Use a wish list. Whenever you see something tempting, add it to a dedicated wish list. Apps like Amazon have built-in lists, or keep a simple note on your phone. This satisfies your urge to save the item without spending immediately. Step 3. Set a reminder or alarm. Create a 24-hour reminder. Review purchase decision tomorrow at 5 p.m. Use your phone, calendar, or app. This prevents accidental forgetfulness. Step 4. Ask yourself 5 questions after 24 hours. When the 24 hours are up, revisit the item and ask: 1. Do I still want it? 2. Do I truly need it? 3. Can I afford it without derailing my financial goals? 4. Is this the best price I can get? 5. Will this bring lasting value or just short-term satisfaction? Often, simply answering these questions leads to passing on the purchase. Step 5. Make conscious decisions. If after 24 hours you still want and can afford the item, go ahead. You've made a deliberate choice, not an emotional one. That's healthy spending. Common objections and the truth, but I'll miss a sale. Sales are designed to manipulate urgency. If the item truly matters, another sale will come. Don't let false scarcity control your wallet, but I really want it right now. That feeling is exactly why the 24-hour rule works. Delaying gratification builds discipline, a key wealth-building habit. What if I forget to come back to it? If you forget, it probably wasn't that important. The deeper impact training financial muscle 24-hour rule does more than prevent purchases. It builds delayed gratification, one of the strongest predictors of financial success. It rewires your brain to value intentional spending. It reduces clutter, physical and financial. It increases confidence in your money decisions. This small habit compounds into massive financial control over time. The double savings effect. There's the bonus most people don't realize. When you avoid an unnecessary purchase, you're not just saving the price tag. You're also avoiding interest charges if using credit, storage space cost, maintenance or replacement costs, emotional stress from clutter. True cost of impulse spending is far greater than just the price tag. Real-world testimony. Meet James. James was drowning in credit card debt.
Real-world testimony. Meet James. James was drowning in credit card debt. Impulse electronics purchases were his weakness. After implementing the 24-hour rule, he cut his monthly spending by 800, paid off $15,000 in credit card debt in 18 months, built an emergency fund for the first time ever, no longer felt controlled by stuff. All from a simple 24-hour pause. Extreme version. The 30-day rule for larger purchases: $200, $500, $1,000 plus. Many successful savers use a 30-day rule. Add big purchases to a 30-day list. Wait a full month. Reassess with a clear mind. For big-ticket items, this longer pause often prevents buyer's remorse entirely. Bonus tip: use accountability. Share your 24-hour rule goal with a partner or friend. Text them the item you're considering. Have them check in after 24 hours. Accountability adds extra discipline and support. Small habit, massive impact. Let's zoom out for a second. Meal planning cuts grocery costs. Zero-based budgeting assigns every dollar. The 24-hour rule eliminates impulse leaks. These simple habits work together, multiplying your savings without extreme sacrifice. This is how real people build real wealth. Final thought: regain control over your spending. At its core, the 24-hour rule is about control. You decide when and where your money goes. Not your emotions, not marketers, not FOMO. The ability to pause, reflect, and choose consciously is one of the greatest financial skills you can develop. If you found this practical hack helpful, there's much more coming in this series. Don't forget to subscribe to Finovo Vault, click that bell, and stay tuned for our next video where we'll tackle one of the sneakiest budget busters of all: the subscription audit hack.